Rochelle, what issues were you having with your relationships before you hired me?
Well, my issue with relationships stemmed from a lack of sense of self and caused me to not really have boundaries. So I would be in this loop of opening up too much too fast and then being resentful that it wasn't reciprocated or I didn't get the response that I wanted. So that caused a lot of friction.
What have you tried before working with me, and how is my coaching different?
So it was a lot of, therapy and self-help books because I thought I was the root cause of the issue. But what I figured out or what we sort of discovered together was that I needed to sort of have a sense of what I was looking for because I kept getting frustrated in these relationships without actually defining what I was looking for and what I wanted out of them.
How do you feel about your relationships after working with me?
I'm much more confident in the relationships because one of the things that we discussed and that you train on is the different types of friendships, the five different types. And so now that I understand where I am with certain people in my life, I'm able to set my expectation and the frustrations of them not being like close best friends is mitigated because I'm like, oh, I know where we are. We share a common interest and that's all we have. So this is my expectation, and I'm less disappointed and frustrated because I have that understanding. I'm more sociable. I go to more events. And if you had told me that at the beginning of the process, I would have laughed at you because that wasn't something that I did. If I went out, I did it by myself. So through the program, I was able to break down some of those fears that I had, the reason why I was isolating a lot. Now I'm going to more events and planning future events and excited about it versus dreading it like I used to. I'm making connections and I'm looking at certain people to see if I want them to be in that friendship category. Where before my mindset was always like I need to be perfect in some way for people to want to be friends with me. So it was like a mindset shift.
Is there anything else that you'd like to add that I didn't ask you about?
I'd just like to say that, it's been a pleasure working with you. And the best part of it is your understanding of relationship. A lot of the confusion that I had, I was able to come to you with it. And you have a talent of sort of taking these jumbled things that I don't know how to articulate and giving me that epiphany and helping me understand sometimes my own feelings and sometimes other people's feelings, which has been really helpful.